Hey guys. Alright, so now we're going to be setting up our GitHub repository. So go ahead, and first things first, just go to github.com. And if you haven't made an account, just make an account right now. Alright, so now you're going to need to go to this link. Let me just type it in. So it's first tech challenge Skystone. Alright, so basically what this is it's the FTC SDK. And this is just the general SDK that First Tech Challenge puts out every single year. And it essentially has, all of the imported stuff and, Vuforia and stuff like that that you're definitely going to need when programming for FTC Java. So keep in mind that there's going to be a new one every single year. As you can see over here, this is First Tech Challenge Skystone. But if you look back, they have, all of the other, they probably deleted the repositories, but since this season is Skystone, the current repository that they have is the Skystone repository. So every season, you're going to need to make a new repository. All right, so now what we're going to need to do is click this fork button right over here. And we're basically just going to fork it to our own account. I've already done this, so I'm just going to go over here, and this is my fork. So it essentially has everything that the previous SDK, that the FTC SDK has. All right, so now we're going to need to go over here and click this green clone button. So basically what this is this is our own repository. So now we need to actually clone it into a folder. So click this clone button and copy this link just by pressing this button. All right, so as I mentioned before, we're now going to need to clone it into a folder. So go over to your terminal or your command prompt, depending on whether you're in Mac or Windows. And now we're going to need to say cd desktop. So this basically takes you to your desktop. As you can see, I'm now in my desktop. This is my username. This is my desktop. All right. So now we're going to need to say Git Clone. And then you copy and paste your link. Go ahead and click enter. Now it's going to clone this link into the Skystone folder. So it'll take a bit of time. And if you have any trouble doing this, okay, so for this is done for me. But if you have any trouble doing this, this has happened to me a couple times before, but you may not have Git installed on your computer. And if you need to install Git, just look up Git, go over here and download and set that up. Because this is essentially how you kind of access the cloud for FTC and share code with your fellow teammates and your fellow programmers. So now that we've done that, we're going to go ahead and reopen Android Studio. All right. So basically, and if you want to go over here and go ahead and open your desktop, wait. So you go to Windows, Users, it's my username, Desktop, and you see right over here we have the Skystone folder with all of the files and Gradles and everything in here. All right, so we have this. Now what we're going to do is we need to go to Android Studio and select Import Project. And basically we're going to need to find our Skystone folder. So make sure you know where it is. Obviously it'll be in your desktop. So what I did is I just clicked the home button, then I went over to desktop, and Skystone's right here. You can already see the Android Studio logo. Just click OK. And just like that, here you have it. This is your Skystone repository. It'll take a while to sync, so in the meantime, just wait for that. And if you get an issue, I got an error message here. It says using Android SDK. You just click install missing SDK packages and go ahead and install that. And once this is done, just click finish. And the last thing that you guys are going to need to do is, it says plugin update recommended. Just go ahead and update this.